Hey everybody, Mike McDonald here. Welcome to my short presentation. I want to talk to you a little bit about Bitcoin and crowdfunding. And today we're going to talk about a particular company out there called Bitcoin Funding Team. And this presentation is brought to you by the McDonald Marketing Group, which is Mike McDonald. Want to take a few minutes out to share with you how and what Bitcoin funding team, how their donation program works. So I put together a little chart. But in order to get started here, I have people all the time ask me two important questions about this. Number one, is Bitcoin real? And two, crowdfunding, is it real? Does it really work? So let me take just a minute to share with you two realities. Reality one, yes, Bitcoin is definitely real. Got a track record around, and there's right here in the U.S., over 100,000 retailers that will accept Bitcoin. So with that being said, think about it for just a minute. You name any franchise business, they all have one thing in common. They nearly all take Visa or MasterCard. Okay? So think about this just for a minute. As you begin to accumulate Bitcoin, which I hope you have various vehicles out there that will help you generate Bitcoin. I do. I belong to several different programs out there because 2 piles of Bitcoin, 3 piles of Bitcoin are better than one. And I've got a program called Bitcoin Retirement Plan, and I want to get stuck with as many Bitcoins as I possibly can. I wish I'd started collecting Bitcoin a few years ago when it was only under $100 versus today, which is over 1,000. But here's what Mike McDonald does. I own a e-wallet, and an e-wallet is kind of like an online bank. I accumulate Bitcoins, and those Bitcoins go into a e-wallet. I ordered a Bitcoin or a BitPay credit card. It's a Visa credit card, has my name on it, and it works similar to a Visa gift card. You walk into a Walmart, for an example, and you go over to the rack and you get all kinds of these gift cards from Visa, MasterCard, American Express, all the various vendors. You can get a gift card to McDonald's, you can get a gift card to Amazon, whatever, right? So you go over there, you pick out a Visa gift card, you go to the cashier, and you ask her to put $50 on that Visa card. Now you hand that Visa card to a loved one or a friend or whatever, and now they have $50 on that Visa card. They can spend anywhere they want to. They can go to McDonald's. They can go to any restaurant that you can name almost. They can go fill up their car with gasoline. They can go to the tanning salon. They can go get their hair done, right? Okay. Well, when I need funds, I simply go online and for an example, if I wanted to put $1,000 on this prepaid gift card, the gift is to me, I just have my e-wallet put $1,000 of cash. In other words, I trade one Bitcoin, which today's worth, say, $1,000 or $1,040 to be exact. It will put $1,000 of US dollars onto that Visa card. Now, I can go anywhere I want to and start spending that $1,000. I can go to an ATM machine, and I can pull out $300 or $400 cash. I can go to the movies. I can go to the restaurant. I can go get my hair done. I can do whatever I want to do. It spends just like cash or just like any kind of Visa card. So, question, is Bitcoin real? Absolutely real. And the beautiful thing is I can take this Visa card. I can have thousands of dollars on it, and I can go anywhere in the world and spend that money off of that Visa card, any place that accepts Visa, right? Right. So, yes, definitely Bitcoin is real. Now, the next question is, people ask me all the time about crowdfunding. They don't understand crowdfunding. So let me try to share with you a good example of crowdfunding. Let's go back to 1946. 1946, one of the best movies ever made was It's a Wonderful Life, about a gentleman by the name of George Bailey. George Bailey got himself in trouble because of Uncle Billy. Uncle Billy lost some money, and they started doing some checking and whatnot and found out that George was in deep trouble because he problems at the bank, right? Well, if you recall in the movie, all of his friends and family and whatnot came together, and as his wife opened up the door, she says, "Watch this, George." And all these people come running in, and they were pouring buckets of money, baskets of money, jars of money, money from the purse, their wallet, whatever. And all of these people came to George Bailey's aid and helped him in a troubled time, and that's called crowdfunding. Isn't that wonderful? So crowdfunding is real. You can go back as far as 1946 and see how crowdfunding works, and it works today. So it's a beautiful thing. So when you get Bitcoin and crowdfunding together, it is totally, totally awesome. So with that being said, let me share with you one of the programs out there that will help you accumulate Bitcoin. And it's all through crowdfunding. So let me share this program and this spreadsheet that I've created. In this spreadsheet, which I'd be more than happy to share with you, all you got to do is email me on the email that you see there on the screen, or check down here on the YouTube under the description. You can get my contact information. But here's what I want to share with you with a company called Bitcoin Funding. They have what's referred to as a 2x5 matrix, okay? That means you go get 2 to get 2 to get 2 to get 2, okay, people? Now, please do this for me. Let me read this disclaimer. No guarantees are made on how many Bitcoins you will earn. Earnings are based 100% on your effort and the efforts of the people on your team. No guarantees made on the price of Bitcoin today or anytime in the future dates. The value of Bitcoins go up and down based on supply and demand. It's a commodity. But for more information on this, you feel free to give me a call or reach out to me. Next thing I want to suggest to you is this. If you decide you want to participate with us or anyone that invited you to one of these programs, such as Bitcoin Funding Team, do yourself a favor. Only get in if you're serious, because we want to lock arms with just a handful of people who are like-minded, who are willing to go out and do their part, because this is a team effort. That's the reason we call it Bitcoin Funding Team, T-E-A-M. Together, everybody achieves more. So, let me kind of explain with you how this chart works. This column right here represents people. This is you. You go get 2 people. Who gets 2 is 4. Those 4 get 2 is 8. Those 8 get 2 is 16. Those 2 get 2 is 32. So you have a total of 62 people producing these donations. Okay? Now it gets very, very powerful. Bear with me, and you may have to come back to this 2 or 3 times, but that's okay. It took me a while to get it, trust me. Now, this column right here represents the Bitcoins that you will receive. And if you add these up and whatnot, times these numbers over here, you're going to end up with 84.2 Bitcoins. Now, we're assuming that right now in this presentation, up here at the top in the yellow, you see it's $1,000. Now, I've seen Bitcoin down into the hundreds. I've seen Bitcoin over 1,000. Today, it's 1,040. But we're going to round it off for today's presentation at $1,000. Now, the cool thing about this spreadsheet that I've created, me and a couple of buddies of mine, I didn't do it by myself. I want to extend a special thanks to my friend Tom and Bob, who helped me create this. But you can change this number in the yellow box to whatever number you want. If it's 850, change it to 850. Now, don't change any of the other numbers, just the ones in this yellow box. If Bitcoin goes to 2,000, just simply change that number up there to 2,000. Real simple, right? Now, this row right here in blue represents how much in donations you will receive. Those are donations received. This column right here in red represents donations that you will be giving out. Those are donations given out. And this column right here in black represents your net gain in reference to the coins versus the dollars, okay? So, with that being said, to get started, you need to make a one-time out-of-pocket donation. In other words, pay it forward. In this case, it's going to be $100, which is 10% of Bitcoin. So that's your first donation, is $100 paid out. Run out the door as fast as you can with your hair on fire and find 2 people. Share this information with them. Let them see the video. Get them on our training calls, but get 2 people on your team to do the same thing. Now, when those 2 people make a donation, those donations come to you into your e-wallet. Remember, we talked about the e-wallet a while ago, how I use my Visa card. People make donations into that e-wallet. So now, 2 donations are coming right here. $200 is coming into your e-wallet. So what do? Well, you now get that $200 and pay it forward so you can receive 4 donations of what? $200. So 4 times 200 right here equals 800. So you receive $800 into your e-wallet. You gave up $200 to do that. Now, you take half of that $800, which is what? $400. You donate this $400, pay it forward, so you can receive 8 donations of 0.40 or $400. So 8 times the 400 is $3,200. Now we're beginning to make some serious donations here. Now, out of this $3,200, you're going to be asked to give up 1,000 of that, or 1 Bitcoin, so you get $1,000 here, pay it forward to somebody in your upline, as we call it, so you can receive $16,000 donations. So 16 times $1,000, which is the price today of a Bitcoin, so that's 16 times 1,000. You are entitled to receive 16 donations at $1,000 each, which is 16,000. Wow, that is dangerously serious monies, okay? Now, out of that 16,000, you're going to get 2,000 of that and pay it forward. Why would you do that? So you can now accumulate 32 people will send you $2,000, or a total of $64,000. Now, let's add all that up. 2, 8, 32, 16, 64. That's $84,200 you have generated in donations. You have sent out $3,700 in what? Donations. And you have a net gain of over 80,000, or 80 Bitcoins in this case. This is 80.5 Bitcoins. This is 3.7 Bitcoins that you have given up. And this is 84.2 Bitcoins received. How powerful is that? Okay. Now, let's back up a minute and look at a couple of things. 2, 4, 8. So that's 8 plus 4 is 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 people could easily generate you over $4,000 in donations. You're going to obviously have to throw out some donations to do that, but you're going to have a net gain of $2,800 or $3,000 after your donations. So that's right at 3 Bitcoins that you can accumulate as you begin to build this business. It won't happen overnight. It is a process. You're going to have to get 2 to get 2 to get 2. But what if you get 3 or 4 or 5? Those people come right into your platform, and all that's going to do is push you forward. So, in a nutshell is this. Whoever invited you to come take a look at Bitcoin funding team, give them a big old hug because they did you a huge favor. Now you have to make an educated decision. Are you willing to go out and simply share information with other people? I hope you will, because it can be life-changing. Look what happened to George Bailey, because all of these people came to him and helped him with his cause. The same thing can happen with you. If you keep a positive, open mind and a clear focus on what it is that you want, and you share that information with other people, you will be amazed at what could happen. One time out of pocket, all these other donations that you see in red are donations based on donations coming into you and going out to help others. So the moral of the story is pretty simple. The more you give, the more you will what? Receive. You help enough other people get what they want, you automatically get what you want. Now, there's a lot of us out there in this area of crowdfunding that's more than willing to help you. Find the right team, lock arms with those people, be a good student so you can be a good coach, do your part, keep an open mind, keep a positive attitude, and we'll see you at the top. If I can help you in any way, you've got my contact information down here in the description. We would love to see you at the top. God bless, take care, and remember, go, 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 and get back with a person who shared this information with you so you can get started with Bitcoin Funding Team. Brought to you by the McDonald Marketing Group. Now be sure and hit the like button down below and give us a good positive comment to boot, and I'll be glad to send you a copy of the spreadsheet. Take care.